Hello, my darlings. This is part three. Put four fingers up then. Part three of Thrive and Dream Big. And today we are exploring our mind, body, and spiritual results and really activating our higher self path. Yeah, so that we can really thrive. From this day forward, we can thrive every day of our life. So part one, if you haven't seen it, was all about making space. It's good if you watch it in the order. It's fine if you don't. It's about making space. Part two is all about directions and intentions. And as I say, this is all about results and activating our future self path. Now, again, this is something that I kind of invite people to do in winter, sort of December and January months. There's no big pressure to get it done by the 1st of January. It's something to really ease into, take a couple of days, take a couple of weeks. It isn't, this is your roadmap, babes. So these are your dreams, your hopes, your higher energy, yeah, your calling, yeah. And I urge that it isn't something that you rush into, and it's something that you just slowly take. So we're forgetting New Year's resolutions. That's not what we do. This is about thriving and dreaming big. But as I say, it's really nice to do this sort of exercise around January, February, but you can December, January, but you can do it any time of the year. It's up to you. And in fact, you're going to understand that this is something that you do every day. Actually, it just gives you that kind of roadmap that you can tweak and change and alter and rewrite whenever you wish. Yeah, so it's about listening to what you want, listening to your body, listening to your needs, and then really focusing on the results that you want, so that you can work together with yourself, with your people around you, your community, your world, so that you can co-create the beauty and infinite experiences in life. And that's basically what we're doing, so that we can really thrive and not struggle, not have that struggle mindset, have that thriving energy about us, creating them thriving vibes, so that we can vibrate and attract, and intensify more of the things that we want. So ask yourself, what does my body want? What does my body want? What does it need right now? What does it want? What will bring me joy? How can I be healthier? How can I move more? How can I eat well? How can I keep hydrated? How can I sleep better? And keep asking yourself that. And again, it's testing, but really get clear about the things that you can do, every day, every week, in these sorts of areas that are going to lead you towards the direction that you want to be in. Your results, you're activating this future self. You're here now, you're in it. And really kind of get clear in that, and ask, how can you love your body more? How can you nourish your body more? How can you give yourself more vitality, and energy? What have you got to do? How can you stay grounded and in your heart, in your body, centered, so that you feel calm, confident, cool, so that you can really get the results, because it's ultimately your body that's going to get you your results. It's your body that's got to move towards doing the things that you want to do, right? So we then come on to the mind, and the mind's a funny little thing, because the mind's either going to create chaos or confusion, doubt, overwhelm, or we're going to use it to become stable. We're going to use it to create harmony and balance. It's up to you, right? It will constantly have that battle, that yin and yang, that energy for and against. And that's for us to rationalize. And I honestly think that we can work together with our mind, and that the person that said talking to yourself is the first sign of madness is absolutely bonkers. And I can imagine they were some sort of pharmaceutical made drugs for people that were mad or something like that, because actually we have to rationalize and be able to talk to what our mind's saying and balance it up, balance it up, so that we can know what's right and wrong, what's what's stopping us, what's creating fear, what's resistance, so that we can move forward, so that we can do that. Now I urge you to check in daily, but for this exercise, Thrive and Dream Big, we're just going to have a quick check-in and become more aware of this connection, this mind-body connection. And if we think we're going to do something, we're more likely going to do it. Yeah, if we think we can't, we're not. And I say this to my child all the time: if you've got the can-do attitude, then you'll go and get it. If you've got the can't, then you'll see ways that you can't. And it's almost like, what way do you want to go? And really listening and checking into our thoughts, our emotions, the discomfort, what brings us happiness. What are we complaining about? What words are we using? Yeah, what stories are we telling? Where are we speaking of lack, and where are we looking at possibilities? And really kind of check in to our mind and how it's processing information and bringing us the thriving life that we want. Or are we struggling and holding on to resistance and conditioning negative, toxic energies? Or are we taking action to kind of be this kind of person that we want? How can we have our glass full, our glass overflowing, so that we can really appreciate the promised land, really appreciate some sort of mental paradise that's possible, that we can really enjoy and breathe into, and really kind of get the results that we want, basically. And that we can embrace, the life that we want, the wisdom that we know that's true, and really kind of move into this kind of activation of our higher self. And these are just 3 areas that I think are really key. And something that a lot of us forget to kind of tune into is our spiritual journey, our spiritual self, really. And that's not saying that you're religious, or that you pray, or that you want to meditate, or that you however you choose to be mindful or take relaxation, what it's not about that. And that's where I think people get all like, oh no, but actually spiritual is about your soul, your spirit, your energy, your zest, who you really are, what your force is, who you are, what your passions are, what's your purpose, what's your hobbies, what's your interests. What type of person are you? Do you even know? How can you help be more of who you want to be by helping others, serving others? And really kind of tune into, how can I love more? How can I be me? How can I be the best me? How can I be me? I mean, something that I've got here is just be you, And, we do sometimes, it gets a bit blurry, doesn't it? Or we get trapped in other people's idea of who we are, or we become that person and we kind of lose touch of who it is we actually are. And question your vision of that all the time. So as part of this exercise, it's just about really understanding who you are and what you want and your desires. Again, get your journal out, journal it down, take some time, create some space. These kind of part 1, part 2 and part 3, I would probably encourage you to keep what you're writing down, so you've got something to refer back to and a nice place to keep it. Doesn't mean you have to look at it all the time, but perhaps put it by your bed or under your pillow or under your mattress, so that it's near where you sleep and spend quite a lot of your day, your time. And then really kind of move into this bigger vision and listen and take action daily, and never be never be put off or disheartened if it's not quite going to plan, because it's the fact that you've become aware of it not quite going to plan is the biggest part of it. It's about being aware and then taking actions so that you get the results and activate the life that you really want, the thriving life that you really want. And it's not just about saying, oh, I'm in this state. I can remember when my dad passed away when I was 22. And, I felt devastated. I literally felt like my heart had come out of my chest and I was just looking at it broken. And my knees had been chopped, like my feet had been chopped off, and I was like hobbling on my knees. And I can remember that feeling for about 3 years. And it was always kind of there. However, I was always able to talk about my dad and the situation, and when people asked me if I was all right, I'd be like, yeah, I'm good, I actually feel really well. You know, I'm obviously heartbroken and I feel like I'm starting over again, you know, and it's about using the words that we use that are going to bring us into this higher energy, this higher vibration, so that we can create that thriving mindset, so that we are positively navigating through the uncertainty, through the constant change and the struggle. If we want to kind of focus on that, that's what life's going to bring us more of. So it's about really kind of nurturing and ultimately sending love to our body from our toes to our higher energy every day, and nurturing and checking in with the alignment of who we are and where we're going, and are we taking action to get us where we want to get. And it's not about beating yourself up if you don't go out running 3 times a week, or you did eat a massive pizza and big box of chocolates. You know, it's not about, or you did get really drunk. You know, it's not about beating ourselves up on that. That isn't, it's about how we then pick ourselves up and navigate through the next stage. And that is the next day, basically. It's the next day, isn't it? And we've got this beautiful, bigger, thriving vision and our beautiful dreams that we can work towards. And as I say, it's not about resolutions. It's about really kind of seeing and feeling and tasting all the things, you know, and smelling and hearing and wearing and being all the things that we want to be in this thriving, dreaming, big vision of ourselves, and being it now. Why wait? Just be it now. So that's where I'm at. If you are up for, you know, this thrive and dream big, let me know. Contact me if you've got any questions. Together we can love, grow and thrive. I'm just going to show you my higher self vision board. It's a bit all over the place. It's quite overly obsessive around love yourself, believe in yourself, fall in love with yourself. And this is because that is my message, and that is what I want to share. I want to share that with people, because I think ultimately, you know, if we want to create this thriving, vibing life, it all starts with here. It all starts with giving ourselves and being the thriving, vibing life that's loving and nurturing and honouring the vision, the successful vision that we want, yeah, where our mind and body and spirit can all work together to achieve that. So thanks for joining. I hope you like this. Please share if you did, and watch out for any more little videos and that. Okay, take care. Bye.